Hello everyone, Chandra here, and we're going to talk about colored pencils and what do you draw with, what do you start with, and how in the world do you tell the difference between all the different pencils available out there. So this is just going to be a real quick intro to color pencils and the different brands, hopefully to help you out. If you're just beginning, just a brand new beginner, never tried colored pencils before, or even if you've just started and you're just not getting the results you're after, what I started with was the Prismacolor. This is the 24 pack, and you can find these at Hobby Lobby, although Amazon has a little bit better price, so you might check there first. This one was what I started with, and I feel like if you are a beginner, maybe just a hobbyist, not into it professionally, these are perfect, and they are very affordable. They have a large selection of colors. I'm just going to pull out some blues right here, and are super easy to work with. They layer great. They kind of have a real soft, buttery feel. Just layer super, super well. You can see here I'm just lightly, ever so lightly coloring, and they have brilliant, dark, deep, rich colors. So again, if you are just getting started, these are economical. They're a great quality to get started, and even if all you do is just, into it for a hobby, highly recommend these. They have large sets, where you can get a lot more than 24, but what I did, and I think it's probably, again, more economical, is I bought the 24 set, and then you can buy them individually, like at Hobby Lobby, for like a couple of dollars, and I just bought the colors that I wanted. This picture here is a Mastiff that I drew. It was one of the first animal portraits that I drew, and this is 100% Prismacolor. So I was pretty satisfied with it. I was satisfied how the Prismacolors worked, and that's what I started off with and used for quite some time. The next pencil we're going to talk about is Faber-Castell Polychromos. Now this one, I did a lot of research on this before I bought the Polys, and that's kind of the name that they use for them, and watched a lot of videos. Wasn't quite sure about them. I bought the 60 set. Now obviously these are not organized like they come. I don't have them neatly organized by color like when they came to me, but these are amazing. So the reason I switched over from Prismacolor is I do art professionally and I do commissions for people. And the issue with Prismacolor is that not all of them are light fast. So many, well, I shouldn't even say many, a few are. Definitely the white is light fast, but a lot of the others are just not light fast. And what that means is over time they will fade or get what they call a wax bloom, which is just like a waxy coating on the top. So if you are making art to sell, then obviously you want your client to have something that's not going to fade, not going to have any problems with the wax bloom. So you will have to consider moving up to something light fast. So these are, like I said, the Polychromos. Probably my favorite of all the pencils. I have loved working with these. Now, they are a lot, let me open the thing up here. They are a lot of harder pencil, and they're not as buttery, but what I absolutely love about them is that you can layer, 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 and so they're just pretty incredible because they are so hard, and they're very, they don't get rich quick, they get rich slower. And so therefore you can put so many layers down and change your colors and your tones and your values. And so These are probably by far my favorite. And the great thing about them is that you can mix your Prismacolors with them. I usually will wait until I get several layers down, and then I love the Prismacolor white. So even though I have the Polies now, this Prismacolor white, as you can see, it's small because I still use it all the time. I love how the Prismacolor white blends, which again, that's kind of the great thing, is a lot of these pencils you can use together and you can pick out the best of all the worlds. So you can see here that I blend a lot still using my Prismacolor. But as far as just the color choices, the quality of the pencil, Prismacolors break a lot, but the Polies, they just don't. I mean, they're just a higher quality pencil. They're made in Germany. And so anyway, this is definitely probably one of my favorites. They are a little expensive. Again, you just have to check at some of the different art websites, but I want to say that this set here of 60, it was probably up there around $75 or $80, whereas the Prismacolor was, I think I got this one for like $13 on Amazon. So there is a big price difference, but the quality is a big step up and light fast. So the Polies are light fast. The next pencil that we're going to look at is the Caran d'Ache pencil. I did not even know how to pronounce this because it's a Switzerland pencil and it's even more expensive than the Polies. And so I kind of just didn't do much with them until I'd been into colored pencil for a while and felt like I could justify the cost. So these are a set of 20, and I believe these were probably on Amazon close to $60. So they are more expensive, but you get what you pay for, right? So these are pretty incredible as well. They are hard, a hard pencil, they don't break, but they are also have that buttery feel like a Prismacolor. So it's a buttery feel, but a high quality pencil. And of course, they are light fast. So again, I use these a lot with my commission work, just because I want the piece that I'm giving to the client to last, forever. So these are an amazing pencil that is, they're hard, they're light fast, they're high quality. Love these. The reason I say, though, that I love the Polies better, or maybe they're just more my favorite, is, again, the Polies, I like to layer. And so I love it, and I feel like I can layer more with the Polies. These blend super well, so again, I mix them. So I use these Caran d'Ache. It's the Luminance. Caran d'Ache makes a couple of different types. This is the Luminance pencil, and I basically use all three pencils. You don't have to, but I pick the ones I like the best, and I just use all three. So I'm going to give you an example of some drawings that I've done. Remember the dog I just showed you? This one here. This one was done using Prismacolor, 100%. This one of just a zebra eye. This was done using the Polies, Faber-Castell Polies, and a little bit of the Prismacolor, because as I said, I have never just gotten rid of my Prismacolors. There's several colors that I use, the black, the white, there's some flesh colors that I still love. And then my current one that I'm working on right now that is unfinished, this one is done in Polies, Luminance, and Prismacolors. So I hope that this just helps you kind of know the differences between all three pencils and gives you just a starting point, whether you're a beginner or whether you're ready to move on to something different. It gives you a starting point, and hope it helps. Obviously, anytime, I would love to hear from you, so feel free to just shoot me an email if you had any more questions on this, and as well follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Send me a message. I would love to hear from you. Thanks. Bye.